Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my family member, friends, and loved ones, and my followers out there all over the world. Yes, it's Johnny Baker. It's testimonial time. Another week's gone past. The year is flying. I just want to tell you a little bit about the power of LifeWays X39. It reactivates your own stem cells in your body, and it generates up to 4,000 new genes in your body when you wear the miracle patch. I call it the miracle patch. My personal point of view, but what it's done for me and my family, it's definitely a miracle patch. It's the only technology of its kind in the world today, and we hold up to 200 worldwide patents on the product, so you can only get it from one of us at LifeWays, one of the brand partners at LifeWays. You will not find it in any pharmacy, chemists, or supermarkets, because we do direct sales. We sell it direct to the people that need it. And the reasons why we do that is to keep the price as low as possible so that everybody can afford this little miracle patch. So I just wanted to invite you to the Lifeway family. We one big family. Please come and join us. It's mind-boggling what this will do for your family members, and friends, and loved ones. So what happens when you turn 30? You lose 30%, 60% of your stem cells when you turn 30. Yeah? When you turn 30, you already lost 60% of your stem cells. That's mind-boggling. Eh? When you turn 60, you lose 90% of your stem cells. And that's why the older folk always get these funny diseases such as Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, diabetes, arthritis, and all that type of thing. And all they have to do is join us, wear this. It reactivates their stem cells in your body. The stem cells is the thing that fights any disease that comes into your body. The moment you get the disease, it makes genes, and that genes go and fight stem cells. So anything that's happening in your body, your stem cells go there and it repairs that. And let me just tell you a little secret about this. This is an age reversal. So what happens when you turn 60? I'm 64, and I was grey. Your hair starts greying black, coming back to your normal color, and your skin starts tightening up. So it's an age reversal. So wearing this patch will regenerate your whole body, fight all diseases. If you've got pains and heart problems and all that type of thing, go into the list. You'll see the list. There's 150 of them. Subscribe to all my channels, because then we can get to millions more people that need it. So the testimonial of this week, you'll see on the first page, there is a QR code. You can scan there and go to my YouTube channel, the landing page, and get the list of all the diseases. So it'll tell you the testimonial of 2025 week number. Where you see week number, there, just up there, you'll find in red will be the testimonial of the week. So please have a squiz there, see what it's all about. And then when you get to the next slide or video, it will be the testimonial. Somebody in the family that are using this miracle patch and what it's done for them. And they'll tell you direct. It's definitely I have to watch. And then there's another video after that one, which is I've got to present this and tell you more about it, how it works, what you can get out of it, and all that. And they'll explain everything to you, all about the patch, and they'll present the whole thing. You can watch it to the end there. And then on the last slide, you'll find my slide with all my links and emails and numbers to drop me the message, and I'll get back to you. Because if your family member, friends, or loved ones get diagnosed with the big C disease, please don't hesitate. Let's get them on it as soon as possible, because some of those the big C's, you get aggressive ones that are very aggressive, and they don't give you much time to fight them. So I'm begging you, please, the moment you hear something's wrong, look, send in the links of this miracle patch. And what happens, you wear it for 12 hours, you take it off, and then you sleep without it. You have to drink 1.5 liters of water every day that you're wearing it. And you put it next to the bed, you wake up the next day, you put it on for another 12 hours. And once you're done with that, you can take it off, you can put it on your pets. I normally staple it to their collars or stick it to their collars, and it makes a 15-year-old, I've got Jack Russells, it makes a 15-year-old Jack Russell run around like he's a year old. And he's full of energy and much more alert, which is all the benefits you get out of it. If you watch the presentation, you'll see it all. Guys, it's a no-brainer. This is the technology of the future. It is a non-invasive patch, so it's got nanocrystals in it, so nothing goes into your bloodstreams. Absolutely nothing goes in like your big pharma's tablets and all that type of thing. I went for a checkup the other day, and the doctor says I need to check your kidneys. I said, but why? He says, you're taking high blood pressure tablets, so that damages your kidneys. So that's how big pharma works. It's a big money-making racket. So once your kidney starts giving trouble, then you must take another tablet to fix the kidneys, and then damages something else. So that's why I say it's a money-making thing. The moment everything is gone of yours and they can't make more money out of you, they go to the next one and put him on tablets, or her, and then you end up taking 50 tablets. That's virtually killing you. It's one big fraud. The big pharma is one big fraud, because if you Google yourself, big pharma's never came up with a tablet or something that saves the disease and doesn't damage anything else. There is no such thing. Google it, you'll see. So that's why I say we need to get you, your family member, friends, or loved ones on this miracle patch. It works with the heat in your body, your heat, your infrared, and the heat of your body activates it, and it sends a message to your brain to activate your copper peptides. Once your copper peptides is activated, that in turn reactivates all your stem cells that are dormant. And your dormant stem cells is what fights any disease that comes into you. Any bad knee pain or cartridges, it even rebuilds your cartridges in your body, in your back, all over. I mean, it's a no-brainer. And like I said, it regenerates you. It's an age reversal. So what happened? You see, my grey beard here hasn't gone black yet, but my hair was grey, just as bad as that. And look where we are today. I've got black hair, and I have to cut it at least once a week. I've got such good hair growth. My nails are growing. Your collagen goes up by 300% in your body when you're wearing these patches. So your skin becomes, you lose the wrinkles in your skin, and makes your skin tighter, and it even reverses your heart in age. That's a guarantee. You can watch it on my presentation, and you'll see it there. David Schmidt is the brain behind this. We call him a genius. He's a designer, a scientist. He's the CEO of the company, and just watch the videos and you'll see the whole story about him and everything else like that. If you go onto my website on YouTube, you'll find over 300 testimonials there already, and you can watch any one of them. People with breast cancer, people with ovarian cancer, prostate cancer, all of those, and what it's done for people. Guys, it's a no-brainer. Just drop me a message, hook me up, and I'll, if you want more information, I'll drop that to you. And if you've got family members and friends, we'd love to help them, try and help them with it, so that they can live a younger, happier, and healthier life. So guys, thank you for being here, and I'll see you next Saturday. Like I say, the testimonial of the week, you'll see it in red just up here. I'm doing this video because I have sometimes problems with the PCs in it, and then I can't get a video, so I can use this video for any day of the week. That's why I don't want to tell you what it is. Just have a look, and you'll see it in red. It will say the day of the week is in red. You'll find the testimonial of the week. So thank you for being here, and guys, let's do this and live a younger and a healthier and happier life without pain and suffering like people are doing all over the world today. Thank you, and we'll chat soon. See you next week. Ciao, ciao.
All right, I better walk this section. I'll fall on my butt. Take this opportunity to just talk a second about the thoughts that just came to my head about those LifeWave patches. If you watch my other videos, I kind of endorsed them pretty good. At times, I am really enthusiastic, and at other times I don't know. Today I'm out doing an over 3-hour run, sometimes walk on these trails, because I'm training for my Summer of 70 challenge. Just put a video up yesterday about what the heck that is if you're interested. And then The thing I wanted to just touch on in this minute, I just wanted to touch on that maybe, and I'm serious about this, maybe the LifeWave patches have one downside. And for me, my personality is I tend to overdo things, and it might be that it gets me feeling so good that I might overtrain and could injure myself. But so far so good. I think a week ago or so I kind of did overdo it because I felt so good. But if there is a downside, that's one I can accept. The upside is I feel so dang good. And I'm going to turn 70 this summer. And if you want to know more, check out my YouTube video about the summer of 70. And I better get running.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking your time and listening to this amazing presentation. My name is Elmien Geldenhuys. Some of you might have been invited because Andrew was going to do this presentation, but for health reasons, he wouldn't be able to make it, and so I'm standing in. I am from the beautiful sunny Jeffreys Bay in South Africa, so I don't know where all of you are listening from. You're welcome to pop in the chat where you're listening from, and because I always like to see who I have on. But without further ado, I'd like to jump into this phenomenal presentation. And I'd like to start by asking the question, if you have been patched yet. I started patching just over a year ago, and it has been phenomenal and life-changing. These patches have surprised me in so many ways, doing things that I never thought they would do. For me specifically, it made a huge change in my mental health, and it helped me, under the guidance of my doctor, to be able to come off strong medication and feeling better than ever. So for me, I cannot stop talking about this because it has absolutely changed the way I do life in this last year. So the product that we are talking about is a patch called X39 from a company called LifeWave. So what this is the most phenomenal stem cell reactivation technology in a patch. And if you don't know what that is, don't worry. That's why you're listening to me, so that I can explain everything to you. This product is way ahead of its time. It's a technology that you definitely have never come across. So stay tuned so that I can share all of the amazingness with you. To start off, it's important that you know what stem cells are, because according to the New England Journal of Medicine, it is said that stem cells are actually the #1 indicator of wellness. So the more stem cells you have, the more well you actually are. And stem cells can develop into absolutely any cell. I always say they're the shizners of cells in our body. A stem cell can become a liver cell, a skin cell, any organ that it needs to. It's the cells that's their responsibility and their job is recovery and repair. And so if we have less stem cells, there's less recovery and less repair happening in our bodies. And as we age, we know that. So what X39 does is it activates stem cells so that never mind your age, you can be well. And is that not what all of us want? Living to an old age is not the point, but living with a good quality of life until you get to your old age, that is what is important. Please quickly watch this quick video clip.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave. David Schmidt, our founder, creative force, and world-class inventor behind LifeWave technology, has recently achieved something in the field of regenerative science with a single LifeWave patch that researchers worldwide, spending years and billions of dollars, could not. Introducing LifeWave X39, the world's first product ever to activate stem cells. A true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state in a way no other product can. The secret? By harnessing the power of LifeWave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one LifeWave X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. Instead of older and less effective stem cells, X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells. This amazing level of control over your vitality and well-being was simply not possible, let alone this easy, until now. And the best part? Like all LifeWave patches, X39 is safe, non-invasive, and incredibly cost-effective. Look what people are saying about LifeWave X39. Backed by clinical studies, multiple patents, and 20 years of development, any one of these benefits would be impressive. But X39 is so effective, it can influence everything about your body, how you look, feel, perform, and heal. It's time you experience the power of X39.
I'd love to tell you about this amazing company. So, LifeWave was already founded 21 years ago. Yes, we'll be celebrating our 21st birthday this year. So this company is strong and solid and has been around and is actually in over 87 countries. So whether you are listening in from Australia, South Africa, America, or Spain, it's not very different. We all are buying these patches in dollars because we are all over the world. And this company only produces innovative and patented products. So what is very interesting is even though the company has been making multiple patches over the years, so yes, I'll tell you more about the other patches available. When this specific patch, X39, was launched in 2019, when so many other companies went through a season of difficulty, our company went from doing 20 million in 2021 to 320 million in 22 to 430 million, 600 million, and this year on target and projected to do $1 billion. So you cannot tell me that there is not something valuable in this patch if this is what the company did in sales the moment they launched X39. I mean, this is a growth rate of 3,000% in the last 5 years. We've also won awards as the Best Direct Selling Company 2023 and 2024, which is a Bravo Growth Award awarded for direct selling companies. So this company is really doing well. Then the inventor, the man behind the patches, David Schmidt, is the founder and the CEO of LifeWave, and he actually comes from a family of inventors. He's a scientist and he's happiest when he's in the lab designing things and making new inventions. He actually holds 200 patents. I don't know anyone who holds one patent, and this guy has 200 patents. So he was also a two-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award from the International Hall of Fame. He has his honorary doctorate, so he's not a medical doctor, but it is in science and technology, and he specializes in age reversing. This is not the same as anti-aging, so I want you to listen to hear the difference. In 2008 is when he started his research in stem cells, and it took him 10 years and a lot of money to bring specifically X39 to the market. And on those patents, I'd love to just read a small piece for you on one of the patent documents. So if you know, patents is what we have to protect our products, to make sure no one else can make these products. But it also is a way of giving you that faith in a product, that it is doing what it says it does. So according to at least one embodiment of the invention, which may be worn anywhere on the human body, it has the beneficial effect of providing phototherapy. We'll get to that now. And then it elevates copper peptide, including activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvements in stamina, elevation of collagen production, improved wound healing, and so it goes on and on and on. So I easily put my faith in something that comes with its own patent. But back onto why. Why would you need to use a patch if I just told you that your body already has stem cells? So what actually happens is, as we age, our stem cells naturally become less and less and less. Interestingly, by the time we're 30, we have more than half our stem cells asleep and dormant, not doing their jobs anymore. And by the age you're 60, it has dropped to a 90% reduction. So 60 is far from being old, and already only 10% of these very important stem cells that is there to do all of your recovery, repair, and healing, there's just not enough of them to do everything that needs doing. So the less stem cells you have, the faster you actually age. So how does X39 work? This little patch is made out of organic nanocrystals. And it is important to know that nothing goes through your skin. We call it non-transdermal, non-invasive because it's not an injection, but there's literally nothing going into your skin. Which actually happens is our bodies reflect, our bodies emit light, and this patch reflects that light back into your bodies. That is why we call it phototherapy, which is another word for light therapy. So there's nothing inside this patch like we know of a nicotine patch, etc., that goes into your body. It's just a reflection of light. And light therapy is also not a new concept. There's actually years and years in research over light therapy. But what this patch specifically does is to activate copper peptide. And the copper peptide is the secret that goes and gives you all of these beautiful effects. It activates the stem cells and it gives us these benefits. So what are the benefits? Rapid pain relief. We have amazing testimonies of people with excruciating pain who are were at the point of taking their own lives, who patched and very quickly had such a relief in pain that they could get out of wheelchairs after nerve injuries and move again and walk again and are now living pain-free. Reduction in inflammation. And I don't know if you guys know this, but inflammation is one of the biggest reasons for so many of the diseases we have currently, and especially some of the lifestyle diseases. So if you can control inflammation, you can be at a much better health state. And inflammation comes from everywhere, from the air around us, from what we eat, from lights, from oxidative stress. So many disease states just flourish because of the inflammation in our body. So it would make such a difference if you can just get those levels down. Supports wound healing, lots of research on that. Gives energy and vitality. I kid you not, I have to set an alarm for 11 o'clock at night to stop working because I just have so much capacity and energy. Mental clarity, all the brain fog has lifted, so my work hours are also efficient hours. It enhances sport performance, and we'll get to a slide with some of our sportsmen using it. But so this is a definite go for anyone in the sports field or anyone who just wants to perform better at CrossFit or whatever they're currently doing. And especially because the recovery from exercise is so much faster, it helps you perform better. If you, for example, had a surgery and you have to do rehabilitation, if you can have that healing happen faster and your recovery of your muscles happen faster, you will just see such better results so much quicker. And in so many cases, improved skin appearance. I do want to say that we don't make medical claims. So I am speaking of testimonies of people that I know and the things that they've seen change in their lives. But LifeWave is not intended to treat, cure, or diagnose any illness, sickness, or disease. This is a wellness product and it should be seen as such. We have research proving the following things. And if you're keen to go and read the research, you're welcome to go to www.thisisitinfo.com. So what we've seen, and this is mind-blowing, is in the first few days, 4,000 of your genes begin to reset. And yes, your genes can actually reset. And they reset to a younger, healthier state. Within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. Go and read the research. The levels in your brain actually gets enhanced if they must get enhanced, and suppressed if they must get suppressed. It is phenomenal what it does. And that's also one of the reasons why I saw some of my beautiful improvements on the patch. And the testimonies of kids on the spectrum who have seen absolutely phenomenal results. And it's because of all this balancing of the brain chemicals that happen. Within 3 months, your collagen is increased. So even if you pass the age of having to normally be able to make your own collagen, your body makes collagen again. I'm a physiotherapist, and this is phenomenal for me because collagen is everywhere. It's in our lungs, it's in our muscles, it's in our tissues. It's not just this thing that we have to take in for our joints and our skins. Collagen is the most abundant protein in our bodies. So if we can enhance that, we can have a phenomenal quality of life. Based on all of these statements, within 6 months, we have seen in a case study of 15 people that their heart age started reversing. And that is why David Schmidt says that these patches, X39 specifically, is age reversing and not just anti-aging. We're not just stopping a process. We are helping and supporting your body to become younger again. And that is radical. We haven't heard this before. We have not had a product out in the market. There currently is no pill or injection that I'm aware of that can help you actually reverse your age of your organs and the inside of your body. All right, so how do we wear these patches? These patches are on for 12 hours of the day and off for 12 hours of the day, because our body also needs to now use these stem cells and repair and rejuvenate. You can put them almost anywhere in your body, and X39 specifically, you can put where it hurts, or you can put it behind your neck or under your navel as the research suggests. For X39, it actually really doesn't make a difference. What is important is that you drink more than enough real good quality water. So research seems to show that about 30 milliliters for every kilogram that you weigh is enough. And make sure your body absorbs it. If you don't have enough minerals inside your body, it is not going to absorb water. So if you don't have enough knowledge about water and absorbing water, go and read up a bit. It is absolutely worth it for your health to do that. So there is a possibility for you to apply a used patch. And even though our patches are sold to have a 12-hour working time, we have seen, and it's been tested, that we can get a little bit more time squeezed out of them. So I personally, after I've patched, for the next day, give my patch that I've already used to my kid, as they do all right with a smaller dose, which happens in the later hours. And now someone else in my household gets the benefit. You can patch your animals too, by the way. Right, so we suggest everyone use the patches for at least 90 days. And if you know anything about the healing and the natural way that your body works, you'll understand that this is not chemical and your body is going to take time to recover and heal. So really, the minimum is 3 months. But technically, if you're 40 years old like I am, you should add another 1 month for every 10 years that you're old. So ideally, before I judge these patches, I should have given them 7 months. And I waited long for my testimony. I waited about 9 months for my proper testimony. So I'm very glad I didn't even stop after the 3 months, because this, as I said, has been life-changing for me. Please do be aware if you start patching that these patches can create
what we call a detox or a healing crisis, as your body starts getting rid of toxins of medication or toxins from the environment that you're in or inflammation, etc. So just be aware, it's not that the patches have side effects, but it might be that you feel a bit unwell when you start patching for this specific reason. Check in with the person that you signed up with, and they'll help you and advise you and give you information on how to get through that process. So David Schmidt says, X39 is my greatest achievement. Having a product that works this quickly and provides this many benefits seems like a miracle or too good to be true, but it's simply applying the magic of stem cells to the human body. All right, so let's get into a few examples before I bore all of you with all of the boring information. All right, if you're a picture person like me, you'd love this. This is a topography map of a 77-year-old woman. And in the first picture, session 1, she did not have any patches on her body. She had inflammation of her brain, and she had very little stem cell activity. I mean, at 77, that is less than 10% that she should be having. And she had a lack of brain coherence. So session 2 is only 3 weeks later that she was patched with X39. At that point already, she had no more inflammation in her brain, and she had improved brain coherence. By session 3, 6 weeks on X39, she had much improved stem cell activity, better brain coherence, and actually a complete turnaround. All right, in this picture, the red shows to inflammation. And on day 1, you can see how much inflammation this heart has. After 2 months, already you can see the improvement. But thank God they continued patching. After 5 months, this heart shows no more inflammation. This is the inflammation reduction in only 30 minutes. The red on the back and front of this torso is the inflammation again, and after 30 minutes you can see that there is a huge improvement already of inflammation going down. This is very interesting. Also 30 minutes of patch use in someone with arthritis. This person did not even patch this patch to their body. She just held it in her hand and she saw these phenomenal results. All right, I mentioned that we can patch our animals. So this is a 14-year-old horse, and you can see how horrible she or he looked in that first photo. But after 4 months of patching, not only can you see a phenomenal coat and improvement on the exterior of this horse, but look at how the internal condition of this horse changed. And now if you're that person who tells me that this is all placebo, I hope this slide convinces you that it's not about placebo, because we can't have placebo effect work on our animals. So another animal that became famous is little Poplar. She woke up one morning with her hind legs not working anymore, completely paralyzed. And if you know Dachshunds, you'd know this is something that happens to them over time and with their long backs. 4 days on X39 and Poplar was running around again. There is a little video available, and you can always ask the person who invited you for that sweet little video. This is a doctor that works with us at LifeWave. She's also a brand partner, just like me, Dr. Stacy. And can you see the difference in her face and her collagen and not retaining as much fluid anymore? And it absolutely looks like the light is back in her eyes. And this is something you can look forward to if your body starts reversing its age. This lady is the same story. In her case, it's 1 year of patching. But look at the much younger version she gets to 2 years later with the big photo from the day 1 picture. That is a huge improvement. And if this is what she's looking like on the outside, imagine how much improvement happened on the inside. And I love this photo. The lady after looks like she could be the daughter of the before photo. And this is also 1 year use of X39. Look at the light in her eyes. Look at the beautiful condition of her skin. That is what these patches do. That's what they help people with. It's just mind-blowing. Vitiligo is a disease that medical professionals have never had an answer for. You have to use makeup and hide it because there's nothing that works for vitiligo. was nothing that worked for vitiligo until X39. In the first photo, you'll see the gentleman, huge improvement after 3 months. And then the second photo, a continuous patching of X39 for 1 year, and the vitiligo on that skin is completely gone. And we have more vitiligo stories. Then this lady had Bell's palsy and was struggling to regain the function of her left side of her face. And after already going the route of physical therapy and doctor's treatments and everything else and not seeing improvement, after 3 months of patching, she saw phenomenal improvement in the healing of that nerve and then the muscles together with that in her face. Psoriasis, skin conditions, angry, red, unhappy skin. We have so many testimonies of how it changes for these people. And a lot of cases with psoriasis, it actually changes quickly. So it's not like you have to wait very long, but all our bodies are different. So everyone's body is going to react different. Everyone's healing is going to be different. You're going to have to just give your body the time to do what it is intended to do. This is my friend Giselle's finger. She cut it open to the bone the one evening, but being far out of a city, she didn't have the option to quickly go for stitches, decided to patch, and look at that beautiful healing of a very deep wound where she actually injured the nerve, but 20 days later it is completely healed. This person is a little bit older. So you'll tell me, yo, but Giselle is young, her hands look young. Look at this older lady and look at the improvement in a wound healing that happened also in 21 days for this person. So our bodies do take longer to heal when we're older because we don't have enough stem cells. But if we can boost that, look at what our bodies can do. Another older gentleman, after 7 weeks, not only is he completely healed from what looks like a horrible fall that he had, but look at how the condition of his skin changed. Look at how much less fluid he has in his face. And this is just patching X39 continually. Some more wound healing. So that's a 3, 5, 7 day healing of a wound on a hand. And then blood circulation. I mean, I would be worried if those were my feet on the day 1 picture and by day 5 already a big improvement. If you're aware of live blood analysis, that is where you look at live blood by doing a pinprick of the finger. And in this case, the clogged blood altogether is not what we want. That is not healthy blood. 10 minutes after X39, you already see how much better the blood is looking, loose, and then most likely circulating and working as it should. Another one of feet, some water retention or edema swelling. Day 1 and 3 weeks later, beautiful reduction. And this is also something that medical technology usually doesn't have answers for. And you would only be given medication that would most likely hurt another system of your body. So I love the fact that this is chemical free and all natural, and we're seeing the results. Hair loss, whether it's due to a disease like alopecia or just due to age, we have seen recovery in hair in all of these cases, and not having as much hair loss when you're in the shower and you washing your hair. I mean, that makes most women very excited. But I couldn't sense it. But please ask the person who got you onto this call to send you the link for that group. All right, I promised you the sports people. That first photo with Michael Phelps is one of my favorites. Their medals got taken and they got pulled after these patches were seen. And then rigorous testing was done. David Schmidt was actually called in. The tests were done on the patches and on the athletes, and they could find absolutely nothing. So their medals were reinstated, and it was proven very deeply at that point that this is a way for athletes to improve their performance with something 100% completely legal. There you have Serena Williams, David Beckham, and Lorenzo Savadori. He says that patching gives him amazing focus, and he is a Superbike champion. So if you would like more information, you're welcome to go to the website. This is at info.com. There's more testimonies, there's the research, doctor reviews, and everything that you might need is there. And it's even in a few different languages. All right, and just as I promised, a little bit more information on more of the patches. So it's important to know that X39 is our foundation patch. It is definitely the most important patch, and it is the one that we have seen the most testimonies with. But it is not the only patch that LifeWave has. Eon was the best seller before X39. And Eon is our anti-inflammatory patch. So if you have a condition with bad inflammation, then helping your body get rid of the inflammation before activating the stem cells or together with is such a great idea. It is just like a power punch and giving your body such a better way to cope with all of this. Eon is also called our happy patch. So it is a phenomenal patch to help with mental health and depressive mood and things like that, or teenagers who are struggling through a difficult season in their lives. I've seen some of my friends' kids have phenomenal results using Eon. Right, then X49 is our other performance patch, or together with X39, we call them the performance bundle. So they help to increase muscle mass, and it actually looks like they're improving bone density, and they're very good for heart health. So especially our athletes like using X39 and X49 together. IceWave is our pain patch. This patch doesn't help healing happen on a cellular level, but it blocks pain effectively without the use of any drugs, chemicals, or any medication. Glutathione is one of my secret favorite patches. I actually have a glutathione on my chest currently. It helps and boosts your immune system. It is a powerful antioxidant. It actually pushes your body's glutathione up with 300%. And so it also helps to eliminate toxins out of your body. When someone in my household just starts with a flu, I patch them with the glutathione very quickly, and I leave it on for 24 hours. And this winter, it has been phenomenal to see how we could take those 2-3 weeks flus and just chop them down to 3-4 day flus. Really changes. And we don't have everyone getting sick when one person gets sick. So I saw a huge improvement in our household health just because of glutathione. Carnosine, it's called our clarity patch. It is it's impeccably important for this, especially in older people, and to help them with brain function and memory, etc. And it actually increases your alertness, and it is a very important patch for our thyroid function. So also such a winner. Silent Nights is our patch that helps with sleep. But what is very interesting is it increases serotonin and then together with that melatonin. So it is also helping with deeper sleep and with better sleep duration. I recently also used Silent Nights, and I was absolutely surprised at the deeper quality of sleep that it helped me get. And I measure my sleep with my watch, so I know it was deeper and better. Energy Enhancer is what a lot of our athletes use, or any other normal person. If you're an accountant and you have to get through month end or year end and it's going crazy, get yourself energy enhancers. It just helps with those short bursts of energy, and it actually uses your body's fat to burn and give you energy. Then a SP6 Complete is actually very good improving our liver function and supporting our liver, but it helps with appetite regulation and it helps with hormone balance. So definitely one to look at if you are looking at maybe shedding a few extra kilograms. And then Aloe Vera. Aloe Vera is our beauty sleep patch. It was developed for skin health and for just improving of our skins, but then we found out and we learned through using it that it is just as good or even better as Silent Nights with giving us good sleep. So definitely also a go-to. And all right, now you all want to know, what are the prices? What does these patches cost? So just for some context, the only other way currently for you to get a good dose of stem cell treatment would be an injection, which unfortunately is only about 50% effective, and it's around $10,000 a time. So it's a lot of money and not good returns on your investment. LifeWave patches are a fraction of the cost, and we are seeing much higher effectivity
Hi guys, so thanks for watching the videos to the end, and this is the last page with all the contact details on it. As you can see on the top, we are 20-year-old pioneers in the Li-Fi technology, and guys, it's a no-brainer. I mean, this is a medical patch. My personal point of view. Remember, what it's done for me and my family, it's definitely a miracle patch. So if you want to see the full testimonials, YouTube and Rumble and BitChute. That will give you the full testimonials with a presentation of how to wear the product and what you can get out of the product and what it can do for you. If you're struggling with the data, having not much data because those are all the longer videos, you can hit me up on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Follow me on all those channels, and if you want more information of how to get the product, or if you want to get the product from me, or if you want to join us, our one big family of LifeWave, we are a big family. There's a QR code for WhatsApp that'll take you direct to my WhatsApp channel. Right next door to that is a QR code with an M in the middle. That'll take you to my email address, and you can drop me an email if you want more information, or if you want to join us, or if you need the product to help somebody. And on the other side of the page, you'll find Telegram. You can scan that, it'll take you direct to my Telegram channel, and we can chat there. So guys, this is a no-brainer. This is life-changing technology, and it's definitely a miracle patch. So please, let's help your family member, friends, loved ones, and everybody you know out there that are suffering in the world today. Let's help them out, because it's not necessary to live in pain and be suffering in the world with this type of technology. Guys, I hope to see you next week again. I do a testimonial launch every week, every Saturday morning. So you can definitely follow me and share this with all the people that you know out there that are having different issues in their lives at the moment. We're in 87 countries, and we hold 200 worldwide patents on the product. So you can only get it from one of us at LifeWise, one of the brand partners, or you can join and become a brand partner. It's up to you. And then you would get your patches free once you are a brand partner. So it's a no-brainer, guys. Let's do this. I've put it totally in your hands, in the palm of your hand. So LifeWise is in the palm of your hands. Do not waste it. Let's get out there to help your family member, friends, and loved ones, and let's make this a happier, pain-free, and healthier life that we're living in, without Big Pharma interfering with us. This is a non-invasive patch. Nothing goes into your bloodstream, so you can use it if you're on Big Pharma Smarties or something like that. You can use it, and it won't interfere with anything that you're taking, and Let's help you guys. So drop me a message or email or whatever you want to. Even you can even drop me comments on the videos, and you can help me a bit with coffee to try and keep me awake while I'm doing all this work to get out there to millions of more people all over the world. So thanks for being here, and Johnny signing out from Johannesburg, South Africa, and I'll see you next week. Enjoy the week, live a happy, younger, healthier, and pain-free life. And I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.